Oh, you had a vehicle.
That's the mountains in Germany. It was really, really foggy. We took, that's Cheryl, and then Donnie, and then behind is me, and Dwayne, and Nancy.
Oh, is that Nancy in between you guys?
Nancy.
That looks like Gerlinde probably.
Gerlinde, you're
Yeah.
right, and I'm in the green pantsuit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I should have this where we're going up in the, because we had to go up the cable car to the top of the mountain, then you go hiking.
Didn't get much of a view probably with all that fog.
No, we were way up high in the clouds, and that's the path. That is the width of the path. The rest was straight downhill.
That's the walking
So
path
you can
there.
see that's why I got my hand on the rocks.
What do you think of my legs, Carl? That they took care of that,
Oh,
didn't
that's
Yeah,
back when Jerry and Gerlinde were still married then.
yeah, this is 1977.
Yeah.
Can't see much because we were.
I was only 7 years old then.
Rena was 7. And you're 5 years
Oh
old.
no, I mean I would have been
12?
7 plus 5 is 12. Yeah, I would have been 12 then.
Yeah. And when you walk to the top, that's where it
I'd have been the
says
same age as Cody then.
free land, and then underneath it's.
Right now I'm at my grandma's house, and I wanted to show you guys some of the German stuff my grandma has. She's been to Germany a few times, mostly like, I don't know, 70s and 80s though. But I want to show you some of the cool things she's acquired over the years. And right here it says Herzlichen Glückwunsch. And that was for my great-grandpa's 80th birthday. So it's from Germany. And here's my couple relatives from Germany. Those would be Jerry's daughters, Sandra and Angela. And let's see. She has a couple drawings of the town Erding, because she's been to Erding a few times. So there's a drawing of Erding, Germany, in Bavaria. There's another one. And you've probably seen that building on the label for the Erdinger Weissbier. They make beer or brew beer in that town. So she has some drawings from that town. And there I can show you a picture of Jerry and Dogma. There's Jerry and Dogma. Now, Jerry, he is my grandmother's brother. And when he was in the military during his 20s, he was stationed in Germany. And he decided to stay there because he loved it so much. So originally he's from northern Minnesota, from Big Falls, Minnesota. So that's how I got family in Germany, is because a while back some family moved there. See, here's another picture of Jerry with his daughters, and that was in Österreich, Austria. And they were staying at that cabin there in the background. So that's Jerry and his daughters Sandra and Angela. And that was during the 70s, I believe. And this is München. And that's the Marienplatz. And my grandma picked this up when she was in Germany. And she's been here at this exact spot. And that's the Frauenkirche, which is a famous church in Munich. You can see the domes there. I think originally they were going to put spires there, but at the last minute or something, because it was cheaper, they decided to put domes there. Something like that. And I think if you were to walk on the street around this corner, that's where that Hofbräuhaus is. And I think this was made as a monument right there in the Marienplatz from the Swedish invasion or something. Once they kicked out the invaders, they made that monument. Let's see. My grandma has so many German things because she's been there lots of times. I'm quite envious. I guess next time I go there, I'll go with her. And that's another, I can't remember what town that is, but she picked that up and got it framed and stuff. It's another German Bavarian village. She has lots of china too from Germany. Like here's one. There's one. Starbst du zu früh, dein treues Volk. Something. It's König Ludwig von Bayern. She's got a bunch of stuff like that. Bunch of cool stuff from Germany. She doesn't know very much German. She only knows basics, like she knows train, der Zug, stuff like that. And my family from Germany actually just got into the United States, so I've been speaking and talking with them too. So that's been fun. I got to learn some new German words, real random stuff like die Glühwürmchen, or the fireflies, Nektarine, which is nectarine. That's a fruit. Let's see. Oh, she got a Bavarian clock. In Bayern gehen die Uhren anders. So she's got a Bavarian clock, which I think is really cool. And she's got an extremely old beer stein from Germany right here. And I think it's 100 years old or 80 years old. But it's extremely, extremely old. Like that, or I guess old. There's one of her German books. English. It's in English. Schloss Herrn Chiemsee. Chiemsee. That's a famous castle in Germany that my grandma got to visit. I like German castles. You know, we got nothing like that in the States, so it's kind of cool for us to see. I've been meaning to show this to you guys as well. This is a book that my grandma gave me. And it's a book that's like 100 years old. And it was a book teaching German, so you could learn German. It says Essentials of German, new edition. And it's old. It's old. It says January 1914. That's when this second edition was published, or whichever. So this is pre-World War I. And it says, Das Deutsche Reich. It has the German map in German. So it has parts like Silesian or Silesia. And that's no longer part of Germany. That's part of Poland now. That's where the Mayo brothers were, and they started the Mayo Clinic here in Minnesota. They were from there. They were German Jews. But yeah, all this now, like Westpreußen, Ostpreußen, all that area is part of Poland now. That's how old this map is. Very old, pre-World War I. And it has the very old, outdated kind of German in it. It's pretty cool. So it teaches you all the sounds of German and how to read and write it. All that fun stuff. And I can read this, by the way. I know how to read older German. Deutsches Geld. See, I'm a freelance German English translator. And I translate, you know, in my small town of Hutchinson. And usually the things that I translate would be family heirlooms. Like letters that family members kept. They no longer speak German anymore. Or know very little. So I help them translate some of their old German stuff into English. So I'm used to reading this type of stuff. And I'm used to this vocabulary. But I just thought I had to show you the guys this stuff because it's really, really cool. I think so anyways. This stuff interests me a lot. I love old books, period. And to find one on German like this, that really gets me excited. So, the Essentials of German.